Okay, so none of us actually think that the Madam Web movie is gonna be good, right? Hi y'all, SnarkyJay cosplay here. Yes, I threw on a Spider-Man suit just to make this video. You're welcome. Anyway, in this one I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Madam Web movie. Now, of course, I made a video about the first trailer that came out not that long ago, and the general consensus that I came to was that it was not only weird, but also kind of cringe.
I can see the future. Oh, what the hell? She didn't see that coming? That's not how it works.
It was kind of hard to tell if it wanted to be a horror movie or a comedy or a superhero flick. And I mean, come on, it's not like Sony has all that great a track record with Spider-Man properties, right? They thought they did something with Morbius because we all kind of took the whole "it's Morbin time" thing and ran with it for the memes. But I mean, they released Morbius in theaters twice, and it flopped really hard both times because it was garbage. So I don't really know what they think they're gonna get out of Madam Web. Sony does seem to be very much aware that their stars are absolute babes, and that's why we have weird marketing like this.
So, while my character in the movie may be able to see the future, I also can. And I know what the future brings. I know that when you see Madam Web, you're gonna love it. In fact,
that already feels like Dakotah Johnson is actively flirting with me through the screen. Not sure how I feel about that. But you know, it's sort of time for Sony to figure out that even the meme-worthy stuff doesn't necessarily mean that they're gonna make money. I mean, Morbius probably had the most memification, if that's a word, if not I'm coining it, of any Sony movie, and yet it was still a flop because it only made $167.5 million. If that's the kind of cash that they want to rein in with Madam Web, so be it. But it turns out not even the star of this movie really thinks it's good. And I don't want to be super dramatic about this, but we need to talk about the comments that Dakotah Johnson just made about this movie. Now, Dakotah was recently interviewed by Entertainment Weekly, where she talked more specifically about how weird it was filming most of a movie on a blue screen. After all, Dakotah seems to do more grounded projects, you know, like the ever simple 50 Shades of Grey. We're not even going to talk about that one. But all that aside, Dakotah Johnson mentioned how odd it was for her to do it, that it was a little psychotic. But what I want to focus on is that in this interview, Dakotah Johnson went on to say that with this whole CGI stuff, she honestly doesn't know if the movie's going to be good at all. She literally said she doesn't know if this is going to be good at all. Now, she did try and backtrack a little, tried to save it by saying that director S.J. Clarkson, who you might also know from her work on the Defenders series, has worked really hard and has, quote, not taken her eyes off this project since they started. But I mean, come on, hard work does not necessarily equate to a good movie. Remember when The Flash was under a ton of scrutiny and like Tom Cruise and everybody and their mother were saying how absolutely amazing this was? Pretty much any recent superhero movie has had the actors come out and rave about what a life-changing, fantastic film they're putting out. I mean, even Dominique Thorne, who's the star of the new Ironheart, you know, the Marvel thing that everybody forgot was happening but ended up getting teased in Black Panther or something. Yeah, that's still happening, and even she's coming out and basically boasting about how great it's gonna be, that we need to strap in and get ready because this is gonna be awesome. And Dakotah Johnson has not managed to say anything more than the director works really hard, the CGI was psychotic, and I don't even know if this is going to be good. If that isn't preemptive damage control, I don't know what is. But I just think it's so rough for the star of a film to already be saying she doesn't know if this is gonna be any good. That's unheard of in Hollywood. It doesn't bode well for Madam Web. Everything we've seen about this so far seems really out of place, seems weird. Everything I've heard about this film sounds like it's going to be another disaster, except without all the comedic value that Morbius brought to us, because some of my friends and I still say "it's Morbin time" to each other on a regular basis, but I can't see anything like this coming out of Madam Web. I don't know that I'm willing to fork over $14.50 for a movie ticket to this, but I might have to purely out of curiosity because I'm way too invested at this point. And that's all from me. I've been SnarkyJay. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. For more SnarkyJay, be sure to check me out on Instagram, and if you'd like to support my content creation while getting access to some exclusive photo shoot content in the process, be sure to check out and subscribe to my Patreon. It would really help me out. I will add links to both in the description below, and let me know your thoughts on the upcoming Madam Web movie in the comments below.